Hey everyone, it's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's pick a card, or if you like, pick a deck reading. So today we're going to be looking at your channeled messages from Spirit. So these are going to be messages that could be about absolutely anything. I'm going to shuffle live on camera in front of you, so I don't know what's going to come up in these readings today. So we're really going to connect together when we do this reading. So this is your time now to just take a moment to relax and get ready to choose your pile. So feel free to, you can pause the video here if you like, or you can meditate, you can just take a bit of relaxed time. You just want to get comfortable, get a cup of tea or coffee, your favorite drink, get a blanket, get relaxed, and then we'll get started. So we have group number 1, group number 2, and then group number 3. So go ahead and make your choice. Go with your gut feeling. Which one do you feel drawn to the most? Okay, really time to use your instincts here. And then once you've made your choice, go to the description box below where you'll find the timestamp for your chosen pile. So I will see you at your reading. So pile 1, let's see. What are your channeled messages from Spirit today? So this is a timeless reading, so whenever you choose to watch this is when it's meant for you. Okay. What channeled messages are coming through for you, group 1? Okay. So we have a leg up. Okay. To be fair, yin. Okay. I feel the overwhelming message here is to stand down for a little while and let things flow to you. We have yin, which is the feminine energy. So this is all about having, or being graceful, being accepting, being flexible, rather than being dominant or trying to make things move in a certain direction. I feel like it's time for you to maybe just let things flow a little bit. Let other people help you as well here with a leg up. You know, I really feel like you're someone that just does everything themselves. You don't often ask for help. You're the one that helps others. You're the one that is strong. But I feel that at this time, you need a little bit of love. You need some care. I feel like you need some kindness. You need to be more kind to yourself and let others just reach out and help you along your way. And I feel with this, to be fair, this is all about balance. And this reminds me of the Libra card or Justice card in tarot. And I just see like the scales tipping and this need to just balance things out. Reciprocity. You've been giving so much and I feel like it's time for you to receive a little bit here. And I think you'll find that things will start to align a little bit easier for you, because that's an important part of life, is to let things come to you sometimes. I feel like you definitely are somebody that works hard, takes a lot of action here, whether we're talking about a relationship or we're talking about career, passions or family, whatever that might be in your specific circumstance. This is definitely a time for you to just kind of rein it in a little bit and just let things flow. You don't need to sort of keep putting in that effort. You don't need to do anything at this time. That's where I feel you're at this moment. So I'm just going to pull some tarot for you. So let's see what channeled messages are coming through from Spirit through tarot. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. So for a lot of you, I do feel like this is going to be about a relationship or somebody that you connect with, whether this is somebody you connect with now or we're talking future, but we'll get some more clarity there. But this person you feel like you're at one with when you meet them. It's like they're another part of you. And this to me is more like soulmate energy rather than twin flame energy. But we'll get some more clarity here. Let's see. I just feel like that one needs to come out. So we have Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, then we have Judgment. King of Swords. Eight of Wands. Okay. So, I do see, I feel like there's a few people around you right now. So if you are a female, I feel like there may be two different men that are after your attention here. If you're a male, just reverse the energy. It could be two women, okay? It doesn't matter. It's not gender specific. But that's the type of energy that I'm feeling, that regardless whether you're a man or woman, I feel like you need to get into that feminine energy and just relax a little bit and let them come to you. Okay, I do see something fast-moving passion here. So if you've been feeling kind of lackluster or like things aren't moving, or you feel like you need to maybe put in some effort to make something happen, I feel like this is telling me that you don't need to, that you can kind of relax here, because I feel like something passionate is going to be moving very quickly towards you. And maybe you're afraid of judgment here. Maybe you're afraid of putting in the action. Maybe you're afraid that you'll be judged negatively for it. Or maybe you fear the opposite. Maybe you fear you'll be judged if you don't put in that action. Maybe you feel like people are judging you if you're somebody that is single, or you've been unattached for a while, and maybe you feel that you need to have a partner to look a certain way, or you feel the pressure. I just get this mounting pressure here. If this is in relation to a relationship or a career, whatever that might be, this judgment area that you're worried about how people are viewing you or the actions that you take, I do feel that you can just kind of just relax a little bit and just let things flow, because things will start to even out here. I feel a sense of fairness, okay, is going to come your way. And I definitely see there's two energies. And even if you look at these cards, these two men, they're looking at these two women. So, you know, this could even be a same-sex relationship that you might be going or connecting with, okay? But again, doesn't matter. But I am just getting that sense more so than I was before. So yeah, I get this sense that there are sort of these two energies that are looking upon you. And we've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. And we've got Air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And then we have Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So those are the signs that I'm seeing. But I see Cup energy here as well. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So it could be any of those signs. But, you know, this is talking about, with Pentacles, we've got stability. This is about potentially money. So this could be somebody potentially that you work with. But it also can mean, you know, taking that physical step, like making those physical steps towards you here. But he's also very slow moving. Okay, he's not the fastest moving, whereas the King of Swords is a little bit faster. So I feel like you've got somebody kind of here who's a little bit more stable, but sort of is more calculated and takes their time. And then I feel like there's somebody else here who is a little more, I just get this tenacity, and they're a solid communicator. Maybe they're a little bit too eager at times to communicate, and they just want to get their point across. But again, I feel this definitely a sense of kind of calculation on this person's part, thinking, how can I kind of infiltrate in some way? So for some of you, this could be kind of somebody that you maybe don't want around, but he is upright, so I don't think that he's actually got bad intentions, but I think it's kind of, it could border on obsessive with this person for some of you. So, you know, just being aware of that. So I am going to just pull some love messages for you, because again, if this was in relation, this could have been in relation to work or family for you. Okay, but for those of you, we're just going to look at relationship messages now. So let's see, group 1. It's coming through from Spirit. All right, so we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. So for some of you, this could be, you know, literal your children or their children, or sort of family's children. This could be something that's getting in the way. Maybe that's just having the responsibility of the children, not having time enough to be able to spend time with each other. This could also be for some of you childhood issues and trauma that have been kind of rearing its ugly head on either side. So there's definitely some part to play there. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And if you look, more children. So children are certainly a very strong theme. Okay, for those of you that are seeking love messages, it might be something that's just been on your mind lately. But I also feel like you're kind of mirroring each other, and like you've both had children on your mind. So whether you both have children from past relationships, and maybe it's been a struggle coming together and uniting your children, whilst you two unite, that could have been an issue. But also, like I said, time management, you know, the responsibilities that could have come between you as well. So, but also maybe your wants and needs, maybe you wanted children and they don't, or vice versa. So I do feel that definitely has some part to play. So let me just pull some of these random ones here and just see what channel messages are coming through for you, group 1. Obsessed, okay. Be silent. And then we have prepare and plan. Yeah. So I feel like this finishes this off quite nicely here, in a sense that it's all about, as I said, taking on that yin feminine energy, the unconscious, taking a step back, okay? Because yeah, I feel like you are in a place of being obsessed. Maybe you're obsessed with having children or something to do with that. Maybe you're obsessed with a particular person, but this, to be honest, I don't feel like this is toxic energy at this point, okay? But obsession isn't necessarily a healthy mindset, okay? But I've said this before in videos that it can be a healthy obsession if it's something that is positive, like if it's something that you're learning, for instance, and you need to be obsessed in order to achieve, as long as it's not to the detriment of your health and well-being, which is obviously a fine line. But so that's where I feel like it is. It's more of a fine line of potential obsession. And I think that instead of obsessing, just I think you need to silent your mind, not just to silence yourself, but silence what's going on internally, not just the external, and then prepare and plan. I think that would be a really good way for you to overcome some of these obsessive thoughts, this sense of going round and round, by preparing and planning for something else for the future, something to take your mind off of this situation, whether this is in relation to a specific person or just generally when it comes to people and relationships. If you are single and you are wanting to meet somebody and you're feeling like you're just not getting anywhere, for those of you, I feel like you just, again, needed to kind of step back, let it happen, let it flow naturally, and watch, because there are people that are after you, okay? I do feel like there are definitely people that are looking at you, you've got their attention. So I think you just need to kind of just chill and let them come to you, because they will. For those of you, if it's about somebody specific and you're curious where it's going, I think that you could be going around so much that you're kind of negatively manifesting and pushing them away from you, whereas you want to positively attract. So try and think more positively rather than kind of in a negative sort of thought cycle about them, because that's where I feel like you are when it's a specific person, and you just kind of, again, need to let things be. And if this does relate to a job, same thing. I feel like you've put in the work, you've put in the time, it's almost like you've done all you can do, and now you just need to hold your hands up and let the cards fall where they may. And, you know, that's all you can really do. You have to just release a bit of control here and let things flow. So I hope this did resonate for you, group number 1, and let me know down in the comments below if it did. And please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this pick a card reading today. So please have a lovely rest of your day, and you take care now. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 2, let's see. What channeled messages from Spirit do you need to hear right now? What's coming through for you, group 2? So just remember, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you happen to click on this video today is when it's meant for you. Okay. So we have squirrel, spiritual maintenance, be your own caretaker. It's so cute. I love squirrels. Okay. Penguin, diamond light activation. Light activations and new energies are coming your way. Be open to receive and welcome them in. Okay. frog, stepping into your power. Don't take a back seat in your story. It's time to step up. Okay. So, like the general vibe that I'm picking up more so with these cards here is a sense of sort of getting ready for winter, kind of this hibernation, and feeling like you need to sort of gather your nuts, gather your food for the winter and start storing things. So this is why I feel like you've been in this preparatory place. If you haven't been in that place, I feel like that's maybe where you're headed. It could be a literal sense of preparing for winter or just kind of getting stock together. But I feel like there's just been this sense of getting ready for winter here. But then I feel that there is a sense of then taking some action. You may have gone a bit cold lately. Maybe you've not been so vocal. I get a sense of loneliness coming through here, a sense of isolation. So I feel that maybe you've been in a place where you've been pushing people away. You've been on your own a lot. And maybe that was out of choice. Maybe it wasn't out of choice for some of you. And I just get this sense that you're going to be coming out of that soon. You know, with the light activations and the new energies that are coming your way, I think that you've been in a place where you've not been able to see those lights, or you've just not been willing to actually go, you know, through those portals or take those steps, you know, that have been offered to you. But then I feel this is where you're going to step into your own power here. And this, you know, this is the time for you to take action. I'm feeling that like yang energy, that masculine energy. So if you feel like you've done all you can do and you've gathered your things, you've been quiet for a little while, and this is, again, collective reading. So this, you know, generally this could be about your relationship, your career, your family, your passion, doesn't matter what it is, but there's definitely something that you kind of have gone cold on. I think you've just been in a place where you've needed to take time to understand yourself. I feel like you've been in a place of reflection and also transformation. I see you transforming, like you've been in this place of just quiet, and maybe you've been doing some deep meditation. Maybe you've been doing some spiritual maintenance on yourself and working on yourself. And then it's like, I see you just emerging like a butterfly from the chrysalis, just emerging, being somebody totally new, or being an improved version of yourself, and just feeling more confident and more vibrant. So I'm just going to pull some tarot for you now. 1 second. Okay, so I'm just going to pull some tarot for you. And again, I'm just looking generally, but then I will pull some specific love messages as well. Okay. Group 2. Spiritually channeled messages for you, group 2. Okay, so we have the World in reverse. Sorry, they're all kind of stuck together there. The Magician. The Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay. Right, I do feel like they need to come out because I'm sure this one flipped over earlier. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Queen of Cups. So again, a lot of darkness. Even look at all these colours, like, and you know, the whole deck isn't like that. We've got lots of vibrant colours that run through here, but I feel I'm seeing so much with blues, blacks, a little bit of pink. So yeah, there's a lot of darkness here. So again, this may be where you are now. That's what I'm feeling. You're in that kind of place, or you're just about to come out. Again, there's this lightness here, but something I feel maybe turned your world upside down. And this can be in relation to your family, your home, your emotional stability. And then, but then I see you've been working so hard. You've been working hard to feel good. You've been working hard physically. You've been putting in that effort. And I feel like with the Magician, it's positively manifesting for you. So all of the work that you've been doing here, like, you're going to start to see things grow. Things are going to start to emerge for you. Opportunities are going to come your way. This is definitely opening doors for you. So you needed this time on your own because you have been through a lot here with the Ten of Cups reversed. This is something that caused you to not feel stable or open. And yeah, it's caused some kind of pain for you. And then with the Queen of Cups reversed here, this this could be a feminine or a feminine energy in your life that is quite emotionally shut down or cut off, or not sort of willing to give anything more to this. And this could also be your energy, okay? But there's definitely a sense that not wanting to deal with the emotions or pushing things down and needing to just be on your own. I just feel like that's where you have been. Things have just not felt the same. And of course, these are crazy times for us all individually, but also collectively. So I do feel maybe what's been going on in the world in 2020 generally, it's definitely spurred you on, or you've been forced to take some time to be on your own. But you have been working through it. So if you don't feel like you've been accomplishing things, or you don't feel like you've been getting anywhere, you can rest assured that you have been. That's, I feel, a very important message that Spirit wants you to know, that you have, I feel like you've been selected here. You've been selected to go through this transition, to go through this, almost for some of you, maybe a spiritual awakening I'm getting. There could have been something that's happened. You could have seen something or encountered something that has caused you to spiritually awake. And once you start that awakening process, it kind of can never stop. There's always a sense of becoming more and more awake and noticing the signs of that, which can manifest physically, mentally, emotionally. So you may have gone through a bit of a rocky time where you felt like, and you needed to retreat, be a bit reclusive, but there is a greater reason for that, because you needed to awaken a little bit. You needed to find out some truth about yourself or about the world. You needed to sort of work so you can support yourself, to save for a rainy day. That's also the sense that I'm getting here. So I'm just going to pull some love messages for you now. So for those of you who are single, or you're in a relationship that, you know, if you're in a very, very happy relationship, then you can probably discount that because you don't need it, right? But anyone who's single, or you're dealing with some issue in a relationship, let's see your love messages. Oh, okay, marriage. This situation involves marriage. So for some of you, yeah, I feel like that's a strong message that you're either headed towards marriage, or, wow, it could have had something to do with the reason why you have isolated yourself. So for some of you, it could be more so divorce, whichever resonates for you. It's either divorce, or if you've not been dealing with somebody who's divorced, or you haven't been dealing with a divorce on a personal level, I do feel that means that this is where you're working to, or this is something you've discovered that you want about yourself, like that you want in your life. You want to get married. And I feel like, again, this is all leading you to that. It's leading you to a happy ever after. I really do get that sense for you. Unrequited love. There's not enough, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this going. So this is where I feel you have been. This is where I feel you have been, either with a specific person lately, or this could have just been, again, your general vibe. I get this sense like there may have been multiple people that you have wanted, or you've wanted to, the only people that you've decided you want to be with, or you feel attracted to, have not reciprocated your feelings. So I feel like there's a sense for a lot of you, you've just cut off and stopped dating altogether, or stopped giving to anything because you're fed up of the pain and the hurt. And then we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Yes, so as I said in the very beginning about sort of storing up for winter, focusing on money, working really hard. Yeah, I feel like almost this has taken like your relationship, whether it's somebody you're with or dating, whatever it might be in your specific situation, I feel like you've kind of put it on the back burner for now. And your focus, when it hasn't been on working on yourself in a spiritual way, it's been working on career and working on your finances, looking to improve, because I think that that's something that you've been struggling with for some of you lately, but for some of you, this goes way back. This is not something that has just sprung up for you. You've had financial issues in the past here. So, and maybe you've got yourself to a more stable place and you've realized that you enjoy the freedom of being in that stable place and having more than enough money. But then this has become more of your focus than focusing on a place where you feel your love is unrequited. So just going to pull some of these little random messages here for you as well. Let's see. Whoa, okay. All right, well, we did have 3 that fell out. So we've got the 10th house, we have the 7th house, and then we have, speak your truth. Yeah, so I do feel you are being called to speak your truth, and I feel like you need to, there's something that you need to say, because again, you've been silent for a long time, and maybe it's time for you to speak up. But also with the 10th house, that's the house of career, but also it's like the house of fame. So if you're looking to publish something at this time, or you're looking to, whether it's reach out on social media, on a social media platform, or just speak up on a certain issue, maybe this might be something that you would want to consider at this time. It's something that I think has been playing on your mind. Maybe there's just been something that's been on your mind for a while. I would always say never rush. You know, when it comes to speaking your mind in a public setting, that's something you should definitely take a lot of consideration for and think very intensely about it, because whatever you put out on the internet stays there forever, pretty much, as we know. So it's definitely something you want to think about. And it could have something to do with relationships, that we've got the 7th house, which is the house of relationships. So yes, I do feel like there's something, for some of you, this could be about a person. Maybe you've been holding back and not revealing your true feelings to somebody because you're afraid of being rejected. So that may be for some of you as well, that you need to be honest, also honest with yourself. For a lot of you, I feel that that is a message you need to hear. Be honest about what you really want, because you may even be in denial because you're trying to protect yourself, but you're trying to protect your heart. So rather than say, I do want to get married, or I do want to have children, or I do want a relationship, you may be of this mindset, I'm not looking for that. I just want something low commitment, but then it doesn't really align with you when it doesn't happen. So it might be a case that you just need to be honest with yourself and say, actually, this is what I want. Or maybe on the flip side, for some of you, maybe you do just want to be single. So it's a sense of not to kid yourself and just be fully transparent with yourself and how you feel, and then extend that transparency to others. So if you feel that there's truth that needs to be spoken on, I feel like this is going to be a good time for you to do it, or certainly coming up here. So when you kind of feel like emerging from that chrysalis, will be the time to just be open and honest with yourself and the others around you. So I'm just going to pull one more little bonus one, actually, for you, group 2. Okay. Well, we do have money is coming here. So there we go. Money is coming. That's pretty self-explanatory. And I will say on the bottom of the deck, we do have gateway here as well. So yeah, I do feel like there's definitely a gateway here. There's like a crack, a small crack in the gateway for you, and it's like you need to go through it, otherwise it's going to close up. So by maybe being honest, I mean, maybe you'll receive money in some way, okay? You might be receiving a new job opportunity, but also, you know, money could come with connections, because I see like with the 7th house as well, and then wedding, like this could be a time that you actually meet a partnership. And for some of you, this could be business-wise. You could meet a business partner, because that's what the 7th house can represent as well. Business partnerships. It's just partnerships. So it could be a sense of you coming together and collaborating and going into business with somebody, but maybe you need to be honest about that, which and in turn could create revenue for you. But if this is in relation to sort of a romantic connection and a partnership, then obviously merging your assets and your finances and incomes together will of course create more money flowing within your home. So yeah, I feel either way, whether it's a new job or just a new partnership in general, I feel there's definitely money coming. But some of you, you may even get a windfall, and I'm going to say that because that's me putting the vibration out there for you, because words are vibration and vibrational action. So I'm saying you're going to be getting some money. Money is flowing to you easily and effortlessly through multiple sources on a continuous basis. So you are a money magnet. I am a money magnet. Money is coming to you. So, enjoy. And let me know down in the comments when you receive that windfall. Whatever it might be, I'd be so interested to know. And every time you do that as well, again, you're just attracting more and more, because other people will see that comment. They'll get inspired. They'll get excited, and it'll keep flowing for you. It's good karma for you, good karma for them. So yeah, go for it. And, you know, feel free to always write positive affirmations in the comments as well, because that can work, whatever it might be. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, group 2. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 3, let's see. What are your spirit channeled messages today? Okay, and just remember this is a timeless reading as well. So whenever you click on this video is when it is meant for you. And I will be looking at general messages first. So this could apply to career, love, romance, family, friends. And then I will do some love channeled messages as well. So let's see, group 3. What messages do you need to hear right now? So we have loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. Star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission and activation. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So I'm just going to read the description to star bathing because I feel like this is really going to resonate with some of you guys here. So this card commonly arises because you're here to connect with the crystalline grid of the earth, either in your hometown or by traveling to other places without quite knowing why. It could also mean that your light body, the energy body in its highest form, is being activated. If this resonates, take things extra slow in order to integrate this change of vibration. So yeah, if maybe you're feeling kind of restless right now and you're ready to kind of break open. You're ready to expose yourself a little bit here, but also I feel like there's a sense of vulnerability here, and maybe you feel like you've lost your grip on something. The fact that we have the word addiction that's come out, you may have an addictive personality, whether that's to substances, to people, to food, or whatever it might be for you, just to negative habits or negative thought cycles. There's something that I feel you struggle to keep control of at times, and that may be the place that you're in. I just get this kind of feeling like you've given up right now. I'm getting a sense of stillness and of quiet, but also of despair, and just kind of almost a sense of wanting to hide, not really wanting to expose yourself, not wanting to be too open to I don't know, exposing yourself to the elements. I just get this sense of feeling afraid, and almost like in a childlike sense, or, you know, in dreams, like when you feel like you're falling and you get that sense, like that vertigo and that sense in the pit of your stomach. And when you wake up, it's like, but you never hit the ground in your dreams. Well, I don't know if any of you guys have, let me know. But every time I've had a dream like that, I've always woken up before I've either hit the ground or whatever the end may be. So it's obviously your own beliefs on how that works, but I have mine, but I'm not going to talk about them today. So yeah, I feel that, but it's this sense of falling and falling and falling, and maybe that's where you felt like you've been spiraling. You've been going sort of round and round and round, or further and further down, and you just want to escape. So maybe you actually just want to relocate and you want to move away. Maybe you're fed up with where the location you're in. Maybe the people around you are just annoying, or you don't like the house anymore. You don't like the area, and it's like the sense of wanting to escape. Okay, but it's also like, what are you really running from? Because your problems will follow you. So that's really important that you take stock of what it is you're trying to run from here. And nothing wrong with wanting to change up the routine, but I definitely feel it's a sense of being fearful though. But let's see, it's going to get some more clarity here. What's going on? What messages do you need to hear from Spirit right now? Yeah, so we have the Chariot here, which is the card of Cancer. But this is all about slowing things down, okay? Slowing down, going backwards. And that's where I feel you may feel you're going backwards in yourself if you have gone back to an addiction or anxiety or sort of past issues and depression. I'm just getting this heaviness to this. It's really, really heavy. So there's a sense of going backwards, but also just wanting to stop. again, I just see you just getting into your shell, like a snail kind of just pulls its head back in, like when things, you know, the environment isn't friendly. So that may be how you're feeling right now. Yeah, okay, so we have 5 of Cups. So this is pain. I do feel for a lot of you, you are going through a pain and loss right now. But just remember that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and even though things can feel like why is this happening? Why does this have to happen? Why do I have to feel this pain? But there is always something positive. And I was just thinking about the traditional depiction of this card where you've got a lady stood there in all black mourning the 3 cups that have fallen, but there are 2 standing upright behind her. So it's noticing that, you know, you can put your focus into what you've lost, but you will have something positive stood behind you that you can also put your focus and attention onto, because what you focus on expands. So just try to remember that if you're focusing on the negative. But at the same time, you need to grieve and you need to heal through a process. There's a reason why you're going through this pain right now. So yeah, I really feel for you guys, group 3. This is definitely a very difficult time, and this is the hardest reading that I've done for a little while, actually. It's definitely the heaviest. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. So I think that you're someone that gives, and maybe you don't always receive. You may have a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders. I do get the sense of having children here and having to be responsible for children for some of you, but others of you, it might even be your work or like your baby, or like it's like your work's your baby almost, or you've had a lot of things that you've needed to take care of. I just feel like you put yourself out for a lot for others and you don't always get the same in return here. Okay. So what is this? 6 of Cups. Okay, so I do feel that, I mean, again, that's more children there in that card. I mean, not in that particular style, but in the traditional deck. So yeah, getting a strong child sense, but also maybe a connection to your childhood or somebody from your past. So I feel that there may be some kind of reconciliation on the cards for some of you. If this is a long lost friend or a lover or a family member, I do feel there could be some kind of coming together here. 10 of Wands, yeah, this is definitely your energy right now. Again, the heaviness, like you've got a lot, you're carrying a load, you've got loads to bear, and it's been dragging you down. But you also are such a fighter, like you don't give up. You know, you are still moving forwards. No matter how much you have on your plate, you are still pushing on forwards regardless, because you're strong and you're passionate and you keep going. You're an inspiration to the people around you. But this is why you need to also make sure that you're taking care of you. Who's taking care of you? Okay, so then we have the High Priestess here in reverse. So she's a sneaky one. I feel when she's reversed, this is revealing something here. So maybe she's revealing a secret. There's something that's been unveiled here. Has something been exposed? Or again, this sense of being exposed. Are you worried? Is there something on your mind? Is there a secret or something that you haven't expressed to someone, or something that you're worried about coming out? Or is this something that's already happened? This may be the case for some of you, that something has come out and this has caused you to feel really down and upset. But again, you're still moving forwards. You're still plowing on. But then I get this sense of stop, start with this too. So yeah, it is a difficult time for you. So your spirits really want you to know that things aren't going to improve, but you need to take the time to grieve whatever this is, because this is really difficult. This is something that's caused you to feel lost and lonely and like you don't even know where you're going anymore, okay? So I do feel you just need to kind of take a moment to relax, step back, and even that you've got all these responsibilities, but I think if you can delegate whatever you can, try your best. And I know that's easy for me to say this, and I'm not saying that's something easy, but I just feel that you need to lighten the load just a little bit. Or even if you can just take a couple of hours break or 10 minutes break, whatever that might be, and do something that is really going to help you. So love messages for you. So we've got getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, and one more. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So this may be what has happened here. The mask has slipped. If you are dealing with somebody specific and you know who this person is, yeah, I feel like there has definitely been some lies or something that wasn't as it seemed. And then things have either been exposed or they're about to be, just so you know. And then getting to know each other. It's almost like, so for some of you, it could be another person that you've just met or you're about to meet and you're just getting to know this person. But for a lot of you, I do get the sense that this is the same, we're talking about the same person over here. Like maybe you have been open and honest with this person, you've truly wanted to get to know them, and maybe you thought you got to know that person, and then it turned out they weren't who you thought they were. Something was exposed, and this caused you to feel pain, and it caused you to retreat. Okay, so I'm just going to pull one more for you here. Let's see what's coming in love for the future for you. Children. Okay, a lot about children today. So your love life is being affected by children. So yeah, as I said, with all of these responsibilities, so it could be on your side or their side. There's definitely a connection to either physical children that you have or a connection to your childhood and childhood issues or traumas for some of you. But I'm getting more the sense it's like actual children just around you. May even be for some of you like neighbors' children kind of just getting in the way, or you feel like that. Okay, because this is something I feel like has, again, it's been affected by children, but maybe you've just had a different outlook, maybe since you've had children, or you've met this other person's children, that it's caused you to change how you view things, how you view the world, which they will do. Loving your children, it opens your eyes to a whole realm of other selfless possibilities, you know, because everything kind of with the self goes out the window, or it should do when it comes to your children. So yeah, I feel like, and if it's something that you're longing for, group 3, if you don't have children, you're longing for children, I feel that is a strong sign from spirit that that is what you're going to get. You will have children one day. Whatever way you end up having and conceiving children or adopting children, I think that children are certainly in your present or your future. So that's something that you can kind of rest easy on. And yeah, but it almost like I feel like you have to also, if you do have children, you have to put them in consideration. And I feel like that's what you're doing here, because you're having to realize you don't want somebody around them that you don't even know who they are, because you don't know their true self. Okay, so we do have the 10th house. So I'm just going to pull some of these random ones here for you and see what other messages are coming through. Okay, be silent. Oh, it's coming out a lot at the moment as well. So we have move forwards. Let it go. Okay. So yeah, there's definitely, like I said, been a lot that you've been hanging on to, and maybe you've been holding on to this person here. Maybe you've been holding on to the idea of this perfect person that didn't really exist. And I think that that's something that you need to let go of. And if it's something else, if it comes to a career, if there's something that hasn't been aligning for you, and you know this, not even deep down, on a conscious level, I feel you know this, and it's time for you to let it go and start again. I see like a new beginning for you. I feel something fresh, and I see this momentum building in you to actually do something else, to move forwards, to be with somebody else, to do something else, so just to have a change of pace. But it's a time for you to, I think, just take some time to reflect. Like maybe not take that action at this very moment. I think you need to work on letting go of these attachments, potentially these addictions that you may have. And sort of just let that flow. Let it flow more naturally. And also make sure you're looking after yourself. And then it's time to move forwards. But if you're feeling stuck and you're feeling like you've got too much on your plate, it's incredibly hard to move forwards. It's like almost like being on a hamster wheel. You're just kind of going round and round and round. And until something can be lightened, until you can lighten the load, you can't sort of add anything else in there. So even doing like a declutter of the house, and I know it sounds silly, and how is a declutter of my house going to help me in sort of having a change in my life? Well, it can, because it's like if you feel mentally balanced, you'll feel physically balanced. If you feel mentally cluttered. Your house can be physically cluttered. So like declutter your space, declutter your mind. That lets new things come in. Because that's also, it's like feeling like things are scarce. If you always think like, oh, like hoarding things, for instance. Maybe you are a hoarder. I don't know why this is kind of coming up, but I'm feeling like I need to say this, so I'm going to say it. But yeah, if you're somebody that hoards things because you've got some attachment to them, or you feel either that you have an emotional attachment to an object and you feel bad to get rid of it, or you feel that you're not going to be able to replace that item again, or you're worried that you need to keep it because it's wasteful and you're worried about finances or whatever. Either way, you're kind of putting it out there that, you really need to hold on to things. And if you think about somebody that is either sort of happy emotionally and they are secure financially, they're not worried about losing, letting go of that old toaster that only works on one side. I don't know where that came from. Someone eating toast right now? Or, the broken coffee mug, or I don't know, whatever it might be for you. But, somebody who has a money mindset, or somebody who has plenty of money, they can just, I can let it go because I can buy a new one, or buy one that actually works as and when. You don't feel like you need to hold on to it for any reason. So, as and when you please. I just felt like for some of you, I just felt like maybe that was something that needed to be said. If it is, let me know down in the comments. If someone was eating toast, or somebody's doing a declutter. I mean, we are about to move into Virgo season. I know this is a timeless reading, but as I'm recording it, we're about to move into Virgo season. So all about organization. So that might be somewhere sort of where you are right now. So it might be letting go of the physical stuff. So let go physically, let go of the mental clutter, let go of the clutter in your soul. Anything that has been dragging you down, anything that's not been making you feel good, just recall it. Try to be more in tune with how you feel on an emotional level. And it can be about absolutely anything, to friends, to family, to partners that you have in your life, this to physical people. How do they make you feel when you think about them, when you communicate with them? How do you feel? How do you feel in your job? And I'm not saying it's something that's easy to do and you can just cut these things off, because of course that's not an easy thing to do. But if there's something that you can cut off, just briefly, like I said, I did with Instagram, it really wasn't serving me any purpose but causing me to not feel good. And it's been like that for a long time. So I realized it's just time to let it go. So I let it go and I feel so much better for it. So it doesn't matter what that thing is, but it's important that you learn to just know you're okay without it. I know I can go back on Instagram at any time. I mean, I fully deleted my account, so I'd have to make a new account, but I could do that again. So I have that freedom of choice. I can still do that again, but I don't want to at this moment, but it gives me that freedom, but I can if I choose to. So remember that, pretty much most things are temporary. So things are always changing. Things are constantly changing. So just go with the flow, go with those changes. Anyway, I'm going to leave the reading there. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments if this did resonate for you, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this pick a card reading today. And if you are new here, welcome to my channel. Please feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I post a new reading. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, group number 3. Take care.